What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update, guys. I'm coming from that corrupt state of New York. Got Jean Carroll taking, I think, the biggest loss we've seen her take yet. As police now raided her home and seized an unregistered firearm, guys. Said she had a revolver in her house. It was loaded, and this is a felony in the state of New York, guys. I'm excited to check this one out. Had to check it out and see, what they're going to do, what kind of, disciplinary action that Miss Jean Carroll is going to face now. So we're going to get straight to the clip, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end of the video, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. So guys, get my thoughts on the back end, and also YouTube push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But yeah, let's get straight into the action, guys. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
The police learned that Jean Carroll had an unregistered gun during her Trump testimony. This all backfired on her because now they go and they confiscate her gun because it's illegal and she's unstable and has too much money. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are as we celebrate Trump's victory, maybe a little prematurely, but NBC News headline: police took possession of Jean Carroll's unregistered gun after her testimony in Trump defamation trial. Carroll revealed on the witness stand this year she had a handgun at her home, but didn't have a license for it. This once again confirms that what Alina Habba and Trump said about her is true, that she had an illegal weapon at her house. Okay, here's the article. Police in New York took possession of a gun belonging to writer, I'm putting writer in quotes, Jean Carroll, in February after she said during the testimony in her defamation lawsuit against former President Trump that she had an unlicensed firearm at home. She's a gun runner. Guys, she's a gun trafficker, illegal firearms. What is this? One of those south of the border gangs? She's running weapons? That's just so her. According to a police report obtained by NBC News, the chief of police in Warwick, New York, visited Carroll at her home on February 15th to discuss some open issues, unquote. We'd like to talk to you about some issues. Look over there. And then they're like, jumper. The report states, including Carroll's disclosure of the handgun while she was on the witness stand in January 17th. During the second day of civil trial, Carroll had told the federal court in Lower Manhattan that she kept a, quote, high standard revolver, 9 chambers, at home with ammunition by my bed, she said. I still do not have a license, Carroll added. I think she was probably bragging. This is like all of us are like, hey, I got it. Yeah, there's no license. Hey, it's under the bed. Not something I would say in public, but John Rader, the reporting officer, said in his report he offered to secure the weapon at the police station property for safekeeping. Kind of ironic. This is almost comedic. The officer's name is John Rader, and he raids her for a gun. Okay. Carroll and a member of her security team surrendered the gun a day after Rader visited, and the firearm was being held until Carroll receives a New York pistol license. Good luck with that. The report said Carroll and an attorney of hers did not immediately respond to requests for comments Friday evening, nor did Rader. Under New York state law, a person can be found guilty of criminal possession if they possess a firearm, such as a pistol, that has not been registered. The felony carries a maximum sentence of 4 years. Okay, now I got to update the title of my show that she's a felon because she had an unregistered. This would only be if she was a Republican, only if her last name was Trump, would she ever get these charges. She's a Democrat and a floozy and a weird journalist of some kind, very crass person. So they will be like, we see nothing. That's the Alvin Bragg. That's the way Letitia James runs it. They're like, we see no crime here. We saw the little D next to your name instead of Republican. And so you get to do what you want even with firearms. Look, Democrats are crazy about confiscating weapons and arresting people for felonies. Unless it's Hunter Biden, you're on drugs and you can have an illegal unregistered gun and you can try to ditch it. and you get no time, nothing. If you're on J6 and they find a BB gun in your great aunt's closet, you're going to prison. It was unclear why police waited almost a month to inquire in person about the unregistered gun Carroll said she had at her house, or whether police are still in possession of it. Carroll's gun became a contentious topic under cross-examination in January hearing, as Trump attorney Alina Habba pressed Carroll on her gun ownership and whether she knew she needed a license for it. The judge, now look, how many of you think any New Yorker with an unregistered gun doesn't know they need a license for their gun? You'd have to be an idiot. I'm sorry, but Jean Carroll knew she was committing a felony. The judge presiding over the case, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, appeared outwardly frustrated over the line of questioning by Habba. Don't even start, told her when she began asking Carroll about the firearm. See how unfair that is? That's how unfair this trial was. Alina Habba, she had to fight another attorney and a judge. It's always 2-on-1 in these New York cases. This is another fun one. I'm happy. I hope Jean Carroll, of course, if there was any justice, she'd be nailed for a felony for illegally holding a gun and even flaunting it to the court. This is what Democrats can do now. They can say it in public and smear it in the judge's face and go, what are you going to do about it, Judge? I'm Jean Carroll. I'm an enemy of Trump, so I have Teflon. She could have discharged the gun in the courtroom and probably would still be found not guilty. That's how this works, guys, in America. Welcome to the new America. Let me know what you guys think. Will Jean Carroll ever get this gun licensed? Will she go buy another firearm? And if she does buy a new firearm, what do you think it will be?
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. We just seen incoming felony charges coming for the deranged Jean Carroll, guys, who brought about the charade defamation case against Donald Trump. This should prove, this lady is not fully wrapped tight. Who doesn't know that you need to register your firearms, especially in the state of New York? I mean, they're so tight on guns. The gun laws in New York is almost like they don't want you to get one. And this lady Jean Carroll is, flaunting it in the courtroom that she has an unregistered one underneath her bed. I don't think it gets much better than that. I mean, come on now. That's right there grounds for her to be arrested and charged with felony charges. Like, she should be underneath the jail at this point, and especially in the state of New York. If she was on the other side of the aisle as a Republican, guys, you already know she's getting the cuff slapped on her right then and there. That police chief is showing up at her door, not even going to knock. He's kicking it in and he's going to slap the cuffs on her. This is so crazy to see. She's getting another pass, essentially. The police chief just said, I'll take your gun, keep it safekeeping, no charges and no, questioning, investigation as to what she was doing with the gun and how she got an unregistered firearm. They just said, go get your license, or, we're trying to keep the gun for you and you won't be allowed to have it. I mean, come on now. How does she get this free pass? I mean, come on, guys. These laws are in place for a reason. And that was, textbook right there. When you arrest someone, she, comes out and says it, saying that I am the owner of an illegal firearm, guys. Right there, she should have been, held in contempt of court. They should have went to her property right then and there on January 17th when she testified, kept her in contempt of court, until they could have figured it out, cleared it up, see if she was really telling the truth. And once they really did confirm that she had that, firearm underneath her bed, is when they should have gone ahead and pressed those charges on Miss Jean Carroll. But no, that's not the case. We've seen, Judge Kaplan slamming down on Alina Habba, not even really letting her, get a good line of question. Not even really letting her get a good line of question as why Jean Carroll has this gun underneath her bed, or where it's come from. At this point, Jean Carroll could go back out, buy another one, because she has faced no repercussions whatsoever. They just confiscated the one that she has for safekeeping, guys. I mean, come on. Like, this is the biggest break I think we've seen someone get for an illegal firearm since Hunter Biden, guys. Hopefully through media headlines and outcry coming from the right, guys, we can get this, police department to go ahead and file those charges, because that is absolute corruption. If I've ever seen it before, letting this lady go, and she had an unregistered illegal firearm in the state of New York, which they're pretty hard on guns. I'm just surprised to see that, E. Jean Carroll has gotten this free pass, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. E. Jean Carroll getting a free ride from the police chief, guys. They just confiscated her gun and said, hey, go get your license or go buy another illegal firearm, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button. Share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch y'all next week.